I wish you could be part of the behind-the-scene conversation we have. Unfortunately, you can't be a part of it, but let's give you the little we can. Anyway, thank you for staying with us. We found a story online of how a woman revealed how her referee tried to pitch himself for her job when recruiters called to ask about her. According to her, when her referee was called for reference, he tried to pitch himself for the job and said he didn't really know me like that. Now, I'm quoting her. I asked him about it, and he smirked and said, you know how it is now. What are your thoughts? Please join the conversation and call us on 081 0764 1679 or 090 241 63440. Or you can tweet to us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourView on TVC. It's not even just about job referrals for this one, for instance. Now, some persons may not know that you do certain things and will ask you to perhaps give them, maybe for instance, Toby now that we know is here and there with regards to moderation and all of that, and they don't know that Damola, they're asking for Toby's number from you, and you're saying, oh, I can do it as well. You know, we've seen people who do that, who say, oh, I can do it as well. Is it a good thing to perhaps pitch yourself? That's the question we're asking. Pitch yourself to these persons who are asking for people, perhaps contact jobs and all of that. And you're saying, I can do it. Why are you looking for Toby's number when I am here to deliver what you need? In fact, I may be able to do it better than Toby.
Ew.
There are those who go that far. Yeah. That is similar to what she's saying. And because towards the end, if you look through the conversation, she now said that the reason why her referee did this was because that job was a job that he had been looking forward to. Always wanted in his life, and that it was even a higher level than where he is now. And so he wanted to take up that role and play a smart one. Is it right?
That is what we call Iberiberism. Only Iberibe. You want to have everything. They didn't ask for you. They asked for somebody else. And you were there to just put in a word. You can work with this person. I've tested this person. She's good or she's not. And just move on. And for somebody to put your name as a referee is because the person trusts you that you protect their interests. But because we are naturally selfish, it came and it was lucrative enough for it to enter your eye. You decided to pitch yourself. It wasn't your thing. It wasn't your place to pitch yourself. You could have, you know, after giving the referee and everything, spoken to your person to say, you know, I've always wanted this kind of job. Congratulations, first of all. I've put in a good word for you. But, you know, I've always wanted to be in this place. If there's any sports, if they're looking for additional people, please don't forget to mention me to them. That would have just been more dignifying. That would have just been more from a place of self-respect. But, you know, when it comes to what we want and how, we don't care how we get it. We just want what we want. We just want to fight. We just want to be vicious about it. You know, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity. Yeah,
I should take it.
It's a good opportunity.
Life does not serve you these opportunities.
But it's not this type.
Right.
It's not this type because it has to do with somebody else. It has to do with somebody who trusts you. It has to do with another human being. Did you consider that this person would hear? Let me tell you, it happened to me recently. Wow. I was on my own when these people saw me and felt I'll be able to handle this particular job. And then they gave me the job. And I met this friend and I told the friend about the job. And she congratulated me. And I even said, do you know we can do this together? Let's come together. Let's do it together. We share our percentages and everything. And she said, okay. My darling, this person went behind me, sent a message to these people, introduced herself, gave them her CV, and told them she could do the job better than me.
Whoa.
Now, what?
Your friend?
Yes. Supposed friend, because
that's it.
Now my sister, I now pick my friends with wisdom. So what she forgot is when you are the first choice of any person, if any other person comes from behind, from the window, from anywhere, they would always let their first choice know. So they called me and they said this and this, and not only did they call me, they showed me the conversation they had on WhatsApp.
Wow.
Background. That was life. guess what? So I told them, if she comes back, tell her to come through me. Because I'm supposed to actually be handling all the people that come from this region. So tell her to come through me. Till today, this sister did not come through me.
She will not.
Till today.
She didn't
I
expect it.
did not mention it to her.
Till today. Is this your friend?
Not my
guys
friend,
been
but I'm
talking
still
to
talking. No,
yeah.
I've
Come out of
matured.
that person
And when I was
again.
fuming in my spirit, I was upset for like 2 days. I was upset. I reported to one of my life coach friend and everything. And then I was meditating that morning, and you know, my higher self said, calm down. Majority of human beings are like this. How many people will you throw away? Now she's shown herself. You now know how to relate with her going
We have to
forward.
place her.
Place her. And the warning I got was, don't be in a hurry to bring everybody close to you.
That's
you are
it.
so much in a hurry. You are too friendly. You are too in a hurry to bring people into your space. So I learned that lesson. And now my eyes, my ears are open that anybody can do it to me tomorrow. Anybody can. It is wrong.
It is wrong.
You love that thing so much, you meet me, you tell me, you know, if they need, do they need more people, just put in a good word for me, and that's it. If it's yours, it will come. If it's your destiny, you will get it. If you're hardworking, another person will see you. I was on my own when they saw me. Don't you think it can happen for you like that?
Why not? But people don't think in that
Sister,
light.
let another person
Toby.
talk.
This matter, I think that it is across board, it spans across board, because we'll see it play out in different scenarios.
Right.
And, you know, we kind of like replicate it, and then we see, this is what ladies of your view were saying, right? I think that people who love you genuinely be held tight. Now, I say love genuinely because even the word love should be a standalone. But when we now say love genuinely, we'd see that there have been times when people will say fake love, right? So that's why I have to emphasize
The genuine.
the genuineness of the love, right? So there are people that, from experiences, we've seen that these ones are true. There are very few of them that would actually have your back even when you're not there. So once you can identify them, just hold them and keep them in your pocket like this. Put them and treasure them very well. And I say to people that this life now turn by turn. If it happened for me, it would happen for you. Yeah, so when you're now jealous, because even jealousy itself would restrict you, will constrain you from receiving some kind of blessings. So when somebody else is succeeding, just know that God is around the neighborhood. He go reach you.
That's it.
Right? He go still reach you. And to be honest, this experience too, as you've mentioned your own, I have my own scenario too. And so we had a volunteers meeting. I mean, I've also mentioned on stage here that I volunteer a lot. We had a volunteers meeting, and they were looking for anchors for a particular event. And, you know, we all introduced ourselves. And this, my friend, came up, and she said, see, I'm not here to do registration. MC, that's what I'm here for. I want to be the host of the event. I would have also pitched for it. But the moment she said it, I said, no. We must support this, my friend, to have this, to get this job. And on that day, if you see me making videos, like this one, I was all out for her, looking out for her. And I think that that's how we should be. Even if you're in the same industry, still look out for the person, because you never can tell. The person can stand up for you, can give a word for you, or can put in a word for you, and then you're wondering that, just like that, whereas you've sown seeds. And another thing I also say to people, that is not where you sow, you will reap, but what you sow, you will reap, right? So if you're sowing jealousy, you're sowing, I can be better than this person.
I am better than you.
Somebody else somewhere that doesn't even know you, at least you know the person,
We
who do
push
the
you,
same to you, right? So I think that it is important for us as individuals to please settle in and know that this life, it will reach everybody.
Turn by turn.
Turn by turn. I would like to align my thoughts with what the ladies have already said, and I'll take it from that jealousy point, because jealousy is an emotion that we all feel. It's an emotion that it's just like pain, like any other emotion, but your ability to control it is your superpower. When you realize that, okay, just like Toby has said, for it to have happened for my friend, then it means it's coming close to me as well. But then before you get to that point, it takes a lot of self-awareness to say, I am enough. Don't start thinking, okay, because this person has gotten this opportunity,
It's over.
Yeah, exactly. Like there are no opportunities for you as well. The sky is big enough for everybody to fly. And then there are some people that do not know what they want until you want it. Yes, I used to have a friend
As you
like
mentioned
that.
this thing, one thing just touched my head like this.
I used to have a friend that, you know, she when you go shopping with her, she doesn't know what to pick. But once you pick a particular dress, that's what she wants. Once you buy a particular dress, that's what she wants. Even if your boyfriend, she will put eyes. Exactly. That's not
a friend, I think.
That's when she'll start thinking, and I like this guy. I say, But you know that this guy is trying to talk to me and you're still, and we've had so many experiences where she has taken other people. No,
you just wanted to be
You just say, okay, we'll follow you. We'll help you.
To sweep her away. So, you know, some people, I think it's a psychological disorder where some people do not know what they want until they
Somebody
now see
else has it.
Then they will now start desiring
Then their eyes
it.
are open to,
Yes.
oh, actually.
So that's why you have to be very careful about people you bring into your circle, the people you trust. I have a lot of trust issues because I've experienced, you know, my trust has been broken a lot of times. And you also find some people that even have more than you. And because you have just little one, they want to take it away from you. People want you to do good, but they don't want you to do better than them. I don't know. I'm still yet
You're not making sense of
understand, you know, that concept. But at the same time, I just think it just boils down to that psychological disorder, which makes you feel that you are not enough. But when you are confident in yourself, you know that whatever is mine is mine. It cannot elude me. Nobody can take it away from me. Then you have the power to overcome that jealousy. That's what I think.
Let's go on a break. When we return, I will share my own experience. Stay with us. All right, thank you for staying with us. The story we're looking at is the story of a lady who revealed that her referee actually wanted to take over a pitch, or was pitching himself for a job that he was called for by this organization who were looking for her. He decided to pitch himself against. He talking about how much he knew her and that, you know, just give a referral about her. And then when she asked him about what he did, he was like, you know now, these things happen. So would like for you, our callers, our viewers, to share with us your story if you have any of it. Talk to us about what you know about these kinds of issues where people want to pitch themselves as against you and want to take over a job that was originally meant for you. I said I have a story. This thing comes in different shades, right? So myself, my husband, we run a production company. So he also consults for persons who want to perhaps, you want to open the TV station, radio station, and all of that. So some persons, you know, met with him that, okay, let's do this thing for a bank. So they went, pitched their idea for that bank, and then, you know, broke it down how things will go, whatever it is you need, this is how we'll run it. For him, I'll get you the equipment, whatever it is. I have release deals with people outside the country, we'll buy you the equipment and all of that. So they kept having meetings back and forth. And then he noticed that different persons, today he will meet with this set of persons, tomorrow he will meet with another group of persons. They had asked all sorts of questions to have an idea of what it is or what it means to run a radio station, because that was what the bank wanted at the time. So after a while, they now told them that, you know what, we are going to open this up to the public. And we want you to pitch as well. And they were like, well, we brought this to you. You asked us, okay, we got an inside information that this was to happen. And then they asked us to come. We have met with this. And you guys were asking us questions. What is going on? And no, don't worry, just come and pitch. And also, we would like to know where you get the equipment from in case there are issues. We can always reach out. He said, no, don't worry. We'll handle that. They said, no, they were pressing, you know, trying to get information. All the things that they put forward as pitch, these guys took the idea. So that's another shade.
Yeah.
Organizations do that.
Organizations do that a
Organizations
lot.
do that. You pitch a story, you pitch an idea, or you pitch a business idea, or you perhaps a program idea, and you say, you know what, I'd like to do this for your station, blah, blah, blah. They
And
just
give it to
take
their own
And run
people.
it. Yeah.
and run it or give it to their own people.
Yeah. There was
It is
one
actually the
done.
I know a
managers
lady
in
who
those
also did
organizations
that.
that
She's
do
big,
that.
huge now in the industry. Picked the idea, someone's idea, and she ran with it. That's not good.
Yeah.
It's unhealthy.
Yeah. So, you know, the world has thrived on survival of the fittest for so long. But now we're evolving to a place where we need to understand that the universe is abundant. The universe has got all of us covered. 4 of us here can be doing the same business, but our markets will be different.
Absolutely.
We need to get to that point. Are you going on a break?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The way you took your pen, my heart got.
No, because we have a caller on the line, so maybe I should just take the call.
Yeah.
Joshua, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead with your contribution.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I want to greet everybody in the house.
Good morning.
Karen.
Morning.
Yeah. So, I have a similar incident like that. There's a work that I'm applying.
Oh, he wanted to share his experience.
Oh, sorry about that.
All right. Please, Joshua, call us back when you can. Busy.
Yes, so I was saying that the universe is abundant. We would always have what we want and what we desire without necessarily, you know, putting somebody down or stealing from somebody to be able to get there. That is when you're still operating in that your masculine energy where everything has to be with battle and fight. You can tap into your intuition, and the ideas that will even be bigger than the next person's own can come to you. We should get ourselves to that place. And I know that it's quite difficult, especially for people who have fought all their lives to be where they are.
That's
to
it.
Get, yes. It's difficult to shift your mindset to understand that I must, in my quest for riches and for success, I must respect another human being. I must respect another human being's property. I must respect another human being's idea. In fact, I dodged the bullet recently. One of my, I saw online that they said we should come and pitch. So I've started producing films and TV series. I have my own work out there. And I saw this, it was looking good. Come and pitch. We want to partner with independent producers so that they can produce a TV series. I was already cracking my head, okay, what story? I have stories in my head. Which one do I work on? So I can set up the pitch. And thank God I spoke to one of my directors. My director said, those people, I know them all. They will take your idea and they will run with it. Don't even bother. I was like, whoa, thank God I spoke to somebody about it. That's how I would have gone, do my shakaragua and pitch, and then they will take it and
They'll
then
tell you, we'll
run
get back to you.
and dump me somewhere. Then also we must pay attention. Okay, you.
I have a caller on
Alright,
the
go
line.
ahead.
Right. Lawrence, good morning. Welcome to the show. Go ahead with your contribution.
Good morning.
Good morning. Could you speak up, please?
Okay.
All right.
Good morning. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah. So, in fact, this is coming at the right time. My own experiences, I got a referral through my pastor. He referred me to someone who's based in the UK. So, while we started, what he told me was, let's have a long-term thinking. So, and
We still need you to speak up a little. We are struggling to hear you.
Oh, sorry about it. Can you hear me now?
Right.
Yeah, so while we started, he said what we have to do is to think long term and base our relationship on the Holy Spirit. We started off. So me as a young guy, what we were actually doing is all based on information technology because I'm a software engineer. So I always try to prove myself to him, always try to show him the possibilities in what I'm doing and how possible it is for him to come in for me. Because he is well positioned, well positioned, someone who has 2 decades of experience in information technology.
Yeah.
So along the line, 3 years down the line, it's just been like that, always trying to prove myself, but this person seems like he needs a golden elephant aside from what I'm offering to him. So it got to a point where he needed to set up a real estate firm in Nigeria because he's based in London. Then he asked for my ideas and he said I should send him a proposal for us to kickstart. That was his intention. Then I tried my best and I sent him his proposal. Then for him to come back after 2 weeks, he didn't even come back. I went back to him and was asking how far about this thing. For him to say, his co-founder said they were not going to move ahead with me and all. But we have a kind of personal relationship between us, even for the fact that we are connected through someone.
Lawrence? Yeah, unfortunately, we lost that call. He was asked
Trying to pitch.
he was asked to write a proposal with regards to what the pastor also said, and because he was coming up with, I think, a real estate or something, so he was asked to write a proposal, and after he wrote the proposal, he was waiting for feedback, and he was told that they were not going to continue with him.
So maybe he probably found out later that they actually
Had
moved
used,
on.
they had used his proposal to achieve what they wanted.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's sad. It breaks people when people they trust do these things to them, because it makes them feel like they cannot trust people again. If you are seen to be someone who is upright and people decide to use you as their referee, you should maintain certain standards. You are expected to have certain qualities as a person. You should be someone who people can trust. I mean, if you hold a position like he mentioned, talking about Lawrence, for instance, he sees you as first a man of God, if that's the case. No, I don't like this thing. No, he sees him as a man of God, and he believes that he has the Holy Spirit is working, because he mentioned something. He mentioned it, that you should be led by the Spirit, and that's what his pastor had always often told him. And now this whole situation is seeming like,
It was leading.
Or it was a false spirit that was leading.
Unfortunately, Lawrence, this has happened. I'm sad this has happened to you, but you can pick up the pieces of your life. There are people out there that you can still trust. The Holy Spirit is real. He can still speak with you as to whom you can work with if you have ideas. Don't give up. It's possible. It's really possible.
I think people who actually get involved in, this man eats man strategy,
Dog eat dog.
dog eats dog strategy, are people with low self-esteem.
Yeah.
They have scarcity mindset.
And exactly, they have that scarcity mindset. That once this thing is gone, what if once I don't take this thing, it will never come back to me. That should not be. You should learn to be happy for others. You should learn to, even if this person has something that you want, you should be able to talk to them. For example, I was asking you yesterday, I said, this your speaking gigs, cut so for me, or come and teach me work, and all of that. Imagine me now being resentful. I'm seeing my girl shining on me. What is she doing? What is she talking? It could be me. Why am I not doing this? But I would never be that, because of
there's this story in the tip of my tongue. I don't want to go there.
That I already have. So, people who experience this kind of feelings, like, jealous feelings, should work on themselves, improve on the skills that they don't have. What does this person do differently that makes them stand out? Okay, let me ask. If they can teach me, or if you are shy or your ego is not letting you do that, you can then make researches to say that this person is doing, can you teach me, and all of that. So just be confident in yourself, basically.
Let's quickly take, we have another call on the line. Yeah. Good morning, please go ahead with your contribution.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead with your contribution.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm Femi from Lokoja.
All right.
Yeah, pertaining the issue of trust. Seriously, we are having issue with trust these days, especially when they steal ideas from you, people that you really trust. But I think presently now what you can easily do is that you speak abstractly. You don't give all what you have, thinking that someone will use it for you. You just have to look for a way of hiding certain information that the person has to come back and meet you.
You don't
Instead
give
of
all.
giving, not giving, or instead of giving all this. For instance, now, if you are giving a proposal, you speak abstractly, that even when it comes to implementation, they have to come back to you. Let me give you an idea. If you have a project, the details of the project is in the body. But when you look at the abstract, it gives the entire work that you have done. But you that know the methodology, that you know how you go about it, to draft that abstract, nobody can pick that abstract and can just conclude on, I'm going to implement this project. For instance now, I'm going to give you, let me just say, in the business now, I have a particular issue now with a person, but thank God I did not give all the information that the person needed. At the end of the day, when it comes to the implementation, this person is even trying to do the work behind me. But at the end of the day, he couldn't even go far. He has to still come back and meet me. So I now discovered that he's trying to use the idea behind me.
You go pay.
So when eventually a friend called that this is what is going on, I say I knew from onset that they are going to steal the idea from me. That is why I couldn't give him the full information.
Wisdom.
So please and please, let's be guided.
Did you bill him? I would like to know. Did you bill them now when they came back?
Very well.
Brother.
I'm a businessman,
Cold beer
very
for
well.
you.
One cold bottle of trophy.
Cold beer.
Okay, so I think that it is important also to tell ourselves some truth. Now, there's some people that have access to information but decide to hoard the information. So I'm in a space where I'm in the entrepreneurial space where there are countless of opportunities, especially for young Nigerians or young Africans. And so most times what I do on my status is I post those opportunities. And the problem sometimes would be that people don't want to go through that process of applying. But when they see you are in that program, they'll not say, you are the one getting everything. And so when I noticed that that was a trend, I said, I posted this thing. And like, you don't know what to apply, or know how to apply. The next thing I did was to have trainings for my friends. And so we had sessions where I took them question by question on how to apply for grants, how to apply for, business pitches, how to conduct yourself. And some of them, so for example, the Academy for Women Entrepreneurs by the US Consulate, the next set, I took in my friends, taught them what to respond, sent it to them. It was very detailed. And I think that most times it is now becoming an issue of, she no teach us. And then you now start breeding bad blood. Whereas you have an opportunity also to help the next generation. And so also, another thing was the NAFDAC approval. So my business is NAFDAC approved. A lot of people started asking me questions. Toby, how do I do this, right? And we're discussing this because I feel like people going behind you, if you're able to help them and open this is what it is, sometimes they may not. I know that the heart of man is desperately wicked, but in some instances. And so this NAFDAC approval situation came up and I found my DM so full. And so the next thing I did was that I just told them, you can apply for this thing yourself. I trained over 1,000 women and men for free during COVID. And they came on, and a lot of people were able to get their NAFDAC approvals by themselves without the use of middlemen, which were mostly bottlenecks. So I think that most times, if we have information as individuals, perhaps this person who now went to meet the friend to say, or went to pitch and say, I am me instead.
Toby.
I'm just saying
that
a twist to it, rather than looking that this person is always, or people are always getting or being interested in what I want, what are you also doing to help, as against not thinking that people will not?
I'm
just thinking.
Toby, are you taking a call now?
No, I'm not taking a call.
Please, Toby, nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you anything and you don't owe anybody, right? Not everybody can teach. If somebody comes to you and says, I'm interested in what you're doing, that's okay. This scenario is different. They did not come to you to tell you they're interested. They did not come to you to say that they've tried, though. They did not see an opportunity. You said, Auntie, please referee me. Reference me to this person. Just tell them that I'm good enough to do this job. The only assignment that person had was to say, this person is good for this job and hands off. If the person is genuine, a human being who does not have a low self-esteem, who does not envy you in the first place, and really wants the job, the person should come to you and say, I'm interested in this thing.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
No. You have to ask me before I know that you need it. I cannot assume that everybody needs me to train them on certain things.
No.
I cannot
Obviously.
assume. So you ask me and tell me that I would like to be a part of this.
So you know that it is a need.
Of course, but you have asked. I will not come and be curing you when I don't know yet, when you don't even know that you're sick. You have to come to the doctor. Come for diagnosis, and it's okay. There's something I can do. Let me talk to them. Let me ask them if they need more people. That's it.
See,
for you
the opportunities that you can actually share, you can share opportunities.
See, we are not saying don't share opportunities. We are taking it differently. Calm down. Wait first now. We'll calm down. We have a caller on the line, Shola from Ikorodu. We will trash this issue. Shola, good morning. Go ahead with your contribution.
Good morning, Vero.
Good morning.
Good morning to all the ladies in the studio.
Good morning.
Yeah, you see, I want to say something before I share my own experience. You see, people with this kind of habit or attitude, they are possessed with about 4 or 5 things.
I agree with you, sir.
Number 1, they are selfish.
Selfish, yes.
Number 2, they are rigid. Number 3, they are greedy.
Yes.
Number 4, they are conventions.
Yes.
And the last one of it, they must be stingy. They are stingy.
Yeah, what?
Stingy.
You see,
Stingy, okay.
Stingy, yes.
Yeah.
You see, in my own experience, I used to be an estate person. About maybe, this story is about 10 or 15 years ago. I was managing a property for a man that happens to be like my uncle. I was the one managing his estate. So he now need a legal advisor. He need a lawyer for a particular something. I now introduced this lawyer to him. So I was in the discussion that very day. Immediately, what I noticed while they were in the discussion is that it's like wanting to take over the property. The man has to come out and say, look, I'm not taking this property away from Shola. Shola is still my caretaker. I just need your legal job. He said, yes, I know that I can be giving him his commission. After we left, the man called me and said, look, this is not the kind of person that I want. I said, sir, please just deal with him. Don't worry. Let him handle the legal aspect of that. Do you know what? That my uncle, that same man, has a junior sister that based in America. She has a property which I was the one managing the property also. So I introduced him to that same property to handle the legal side of that property. Do you know what? One day I was just passing through that property. I saw his banner. He wanted to let out one of the vacant flat that he actually evict somebody in the flat, which I was supposed to be the one to handle it. But do you know the unfortunate thing is my pastor. My own pastor that I'm working with directly.
And you're paying tithes in his church.
Lawyer. Up to today, I still have it, even though I've forgiven him, up to today, I still have it in my memory.
Yeah.
I won't trust anybody again, honestly.
Always be there.
It's a sad one. So what's the situation with the person? Are you still going to that church?
Well, you see, in that church, I was also ordained because, they say, he is a lawyer, but he's a branch pastor. I was working directly with him then. So when I was ordained also, I was transferred to another place to go and pastor another branch. So that was how we separate. You know, after a while, even sometimes he has started his own church. He has started his own church. He invited me several times to come. Though I would have loved to go, but I don't have chance because where I was transferred to then was very far from Lagos. You know.
All right. All right. Thank you for sharing your story with us, Shola from Ikorodu. It's sad that people you trust are
always
the ones who do these things to us. But Toby, let's get back to you that time. You were talking about how it is important that you must share information. And we're saying, yes, nobody is holding back. Nobody is saying you should hold back information.
I will share what I want to share.
But you see, that you shared information does not change the mindset of the
people.
person.
Yes.
That you taught them and do all of these things does not change them. It's a mindset thing. She has said that.
Time. Yes.
No. If you have the time, please go ahead. Do it.
Yes.
Do it, right? But you see, it's a mindset thing. It's deeply rooted, such that some of these persons, even after learning from you, they'll say, what did she even teach us?
Yes. Normal, standard.
But no, I'm saying, where I'm headed is this. Calm down, let me finish. Where I'm headed is this. Don't always feel that you can deliver certain persons from the mindset they have. You cannot.
Because I'm not able to deliver many people.
Because
you cannot. Let me land now. Let me land. Let me land. You cannot deliver people from who have this kind of greedy, self-centered mindset, who feel there is nothing good that can come from the next person except them.
Yes.
You cannot change it. It will take divine intervention. I've met people like that, right? I had to cut off
from them.
Because they keep making it seem like, oh, you have this information. Let me land, sir.
Am I talking?
You are raising hand. I say, calm down. Calm down.
Did I say anything?
They keep making it seem like, okay, I used to have a friend, right? Never in this world when I knew her, when we were friends, did she ever say, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that, because she was on a certain path in her career, and I was on mine. And then suddenly, she will reach out to me. It's like, okay, when I was getting married, I let her know. I got her involved in everything. But along the line, it began to seem like there was something wrong. I started paying attention to the kind of conversation she was having with me. I mean, I'm not interested in your career path. I am not. I love what I do. But it was any small thing, she would just throw in some statement, and I'll be like, where is this coming from? So she eventually got a job as a presenter, so to speak. And I had no idea that she got the job until she now told me, I was now saying, congratulate me, congratulate me. I'm like, you are just telling me. I will congratulate you. What is it?
Let me process information first now.
There's no even need to process it. You are telling me, and I'm saying, congratulations. And then you say, okay, this, that, you're saying, I'm being jealous of you. How? When you are just telling me, how am I supposed to be jealous of the job you are just getting? I don't even know that you got the job. 2, I had to be sending her questions when she's going for interviews because she didn't have the background knowledge of what to do. So I was still the one that would send you questions to know what to do. Yet you were not satisfied. I had to cut off that friendship. If she's watching, I had to cut it off because you were beginning to be a mental burden to me. Because I kept feeling, oh, what am I not doing right with this person? What is going on? And all of that. I see, you can never satisfy humans.
Absolutely, but would that restrict you from still helping? If somebody else
I'm saying you can help.
You get.
Do you get my point?
So when we begin to look at the fact that people are not,
it's like you're not getting the point I made.
Right? You will still do your own part and move.
So are you saying that if I don't share information, Toby,
personally,
did you hear what I said? I see what I had to help this person.
I deserve to be
but
envied.
Don't burden me mentally.
No, you don't. Right? It's just the way I think. Right? I say to my friends that I don't want to be the only one rising. Especially my really close friends. Of course. There are opportunities, and I'll be like, come.
All right. We have a caller on the line. Right. Patrick calling from Ikotun. Patrick, please go ahead with your contribution. Patrick?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, please. Good morning.
Good morning.
Right.
You are doing a very good job there.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I have experience of such a case.
but I was not directly involved. I was indirectly involved.
Okay.
One of my friends had a job at Port Harcourt. How he got the job, he stabbed his friend at the back. I was not aware. And when the job hooked, a friend of his asked him to call me for the job. When I went for the job, initially I told him to send transport money to me from Lagos to Port Harcourt. I just want to test if the job is genuine or if there is money in that project. He sent the first money, I kept it. After one day, he called me, he did not see me. I said, that money is not enough again for me. Can you send another money? On which he did. Then I decided to go. When I went there, he was monitoring me very closely. So I was wondering, what is happening? So all of a sudden, the guy that recommended me to him told me, Patrick, see what is going on. See what is going on. See what is going on. That a supplier came to, that this our friend is a supplier, and he came to supply material in that company. And he told those people that, as he can supply the material, he can as well do the job. The job was 21 million naira. Then they started with him. How much will you do the job for us? He said, he can do the job for 15 million naira. So those people, they don't look themselves and say, if we minus 15 from 21, we will still have some balance. Let's try this man.
Yes, yeah.
So they gave the job to the man. When the job hooked, that's when the guy started looking for a way out. Then I was called. When I get there, he was monitoring me very closely until I got the information that this is how he got the job. I did not mind. I was just doing my job as expected. But fortunately for me, the owner of the job came to night and witnessed the way I was doing the job. He found out that this person is even better than the owner of the job. So when they were going, they asked the man that they would like to have this man in their next meeting. So the next meeting, I was invited. I told that my guy that I'm not going because I didn't know where you people started. I don't want to say something that I don't know. The guy just said, let's go. Just defend the job. I want you to go and defend the job. I said, I can't defend the job with that. I don't know when you started. He said, don't worry. He said, okay. Before that day, the guy went to Lagos from Port Harcourt. He went and came back the next day with some fake things. So, as we were about entering the meeting center, the guy brought one object. He was doing a catheter. I was wondering, what is happening? So, until we get there, they started asking questions. They started asking questions. So they said, gentlemen, let's ask this man how the job is going. So when they asked me, I start from the beginning of how this job is being done.
Patrick, could you quickly summarize this story because our time is running?
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Then, to cut the long story short.
Very good.
The man thought that, after the meeting, the man thought that I want to collect the job from him again. He was scared that this guy want to collect the job for him.
Yeah. Okay.
He set assassin to eliminate himself, not myself.
Patrick, thank you so much for this story. Even though, unfortunately, we can't take much because of our time, we must make best use of the time that we have. But you see, people who do these things do not want people to do it to them.
At all.
That's what
They
we
can't
say.
take it.
Yes, they can't take it.
Yeah. So we must also understand that envy can hide in support.
Yeah.
And that's why the scripture says, test the spirits.
Yeah.
Because it can, hide in, I'm rooting for you,
Yeah.
I'm happy for you, I'm excited for you.
They are monitoring you.
But then they are not happy that you're getting it. And then the question is, why only you? Why not me? We have different parts in life. Also, we must not feel guilty when God starts blessing us, because that's what happens to lot of people, especially from Africa. Maybe God lifts you first amongst your friends and your family
peers,
members, and then you want to start inconveniencing yourself just to make them feel comfortable because you are rising. You will be limiting yourself by doing that. You cannot help them if you are still among them. You can rise to a point where you can throw down the ladder and then people can come up. So instead of focusing on, okay, this is happening, I should be grateful, let me walk and keep going forward, you are burdened with, oh, this person looked at me this way, maybe he's not happy that I got this job. Oh, this person looked at me this way, maybe he's not happy that, what more can I do to support? What more can I do to show? And you're draining the energy you would have conserved to go higher. So we must not feel guilty about that. Everybody will get their blessing at their time according to the path that their creator has marked out for them. So don't assume because you were the first to be blessed that it's in your hands. It's in your hands.
Let me go on break first.
To bless other people.
It's in my hand right now to call for break. It's in my hand to call. Let's go on a break. Thank you for staying with us. We're still looking at this referral issue and the different shapes that it has taken in our society. Now, there's the aspect of perhaps the lady should have spoken to the referee about the job before, he was called, so to speak. Is it necessary to call, to have spoken about it before the call was made to him? And then there's also the aspect of trust. We have mentioned here earlier that people that we trust are the ones that we have seen from the stories we have gotten, are the ones, breaking this trust that people have for them. Now, can we go ahead to keep referring people or putting people as referees, as it is? That's one of the questions. Is it safe to referee anyone as it is or point anyone to be your referee? Is it safe to blatantly vouch for someone irrespective of your relationship with him or her? Or should we not be or be a brother's keeper? Which was what you were mentioning earlier. But BC was making a statement.
Yes, so I think people should be good human beings. That's all.
Bottom line, right?
Bottom line, just be a good human being. And don't drag opportunities, because you may drag an opportunity that is not even meant for you in the first place and kick yourself off the line for something that God is preparing for you. Nobody has their template on where I'm supposed to, like right now, I don't know where I'm supposed to be in the next 5 years. I may see what Veronica is doing. Hey, it enters my eye. Why is it that it's only Veronica they are calling and giving this opportunity?
Don't mind them.
Don't mind them. And I rush into Veronica's lane, leaving where I'm supposed to be, where I'm supposed to be grounded in, where I'm supposed to grow in, and miss an opportunity that's waiting for me if I go to the end.
Right.
We
have a caller on the line. Jima from Shomolu.
Not call.
Calm down. Jima from Shomolu, good morning. Go ahead with your contribution.
Sorry.
Oh, unfortunately.
Yes.
Your energy.
Yeah, my darling. The energy burns me for life. So we must not be carried away with what we need to get at the moment. And we must not, the problem comes from comparison, where we're comparing with each other, as if we know, in life, I always say there are no life mates. We may be classmates, but we can never be life mates because or grace mates, because our paths are different. And our glory will come at the time. And even if it doesn't come, let's normalize it not coming. Then envy also is not a church member. Envy has no religion. Your pastor can be envious of you. If he has not dealt with that spirit that's making him not look to the cross, but look at his members, he can be envious of you. When I was learning how to be a life coach, we were told, the catalyst told us, that if you know you have witchcraft, you cannot be a coach. Just be going, leave our class. If you know that when people who learn under you are going to rise above you, you cannot be, and you're upset about it, you cannot be a coach. Just pack up and go. This profession is not for you. Let's normalize people who are, let's say, underneath, rise above us. That's the beauty of life. I look behind and like, I mentored this person, and right now this person is standing in the gap for me and giving me this opportunity.
I wonder what teachers should do in this at this point.
Thank you.
Anyway, as you're thanking me, we have David calling from Boko. David, thank you for joining us. Go ahead with your contribution.
Enjoy yourself.
David, are you there?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well done, job. You are doing a very wonderful job.
Thank you.
I want to contribute to it. You know, the Bible says in the book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 5, that put no confidence in a friend and trust in not in anything. Trust not in a friend and have no confidence in a friend. It means if you are, no matter how close you are to a person, there are some things you put away from that person. So you had from that person. Like what my teacher shared there, it's what has happened to me and has happened to many people. So we share this experience together. In fact, you people are doing a wonderful job. You have advised some of us. And I say you look at that verse I have read for you. When you study that verse, we educate you more on what you are discussing with us. Go on. Thank you. Welcome, job.
Thank you, David, for that contribution. Toby, you want to say something?
Yes,
okay,
so
okay. I'll come to you, Damola. I'll come to you.
The conversation I'm trying to make here is share opportunities, right? Even when it is that it feels like you're the only one that gets opportunities, still share it. Leave it on the person.
Nobody is saying we
wait,
shouldn't
hold
share
on.
opportunities.
The person's career path. Now I'm giving this person who says that went behind and says, I am against my friend, right? And the person may a reason why the person may be thinking that, why did this person get the opportunity and not me?
Why not the person?
Yes, so maybe there's an instance where there's no access to information about the job, right? So allow people, give people the opportunity. Because why I say so is because at the end of the day, we say people's mindsets, this one, we're complaining about...
People cannot give people their own opportunity.
Yes, but the truth
what
about...
What are we saying here in the first place? We are saying that if you have the information to give, share it.
Yes, exactly.
Even as you are climbing the ladder that
you
she mentioned, share. But we are not saying that...
Don't take my own. Take it with me.
No, exactly. Yes. Then also, I was also going to say, for references, I don't do references again. I used to do before, but I don't do again. And why? So I gave a link out, and I will say it because, I'm for share opportunities, give
when
people.
You get them.
But I've had my fingers burnt also. So there was this person I referred to somebody and
says...
Can
you hold the story? Okay. Adiola from Ayobo, good morning. Go ahead with your contribution, quickly.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm your first-time caller.
Welcome to the
show. I really do appreciate it.
Welcome.
Thanks for that. I really do appreciate what you guys are doing.
Right.
Thank you.
Sometimes I don't even feel like putting a call through you guys. I'm always overwhelmed with the conversation and what people used to put out.
Okay.
Because I don't really know her name, the pretty lady among you, for all of you are pretty. I was talking about sharing. It's good.
Toby, Oluwatobi.
Yeah, Oluwatobi. Just keep it up. My prayer is just that may the Holy Spirit continue to lead you according to His will. So if it's God that is leading you, definitely don't be worried. You always prevail in all.
Amen.
But
Amen.
What I just want to contribute is because there is no love in us. That's the problem. the nature of humanity, there is no true love. That's just the problem.
All right.
These things happen, and it will continue to happen.
Okay.
It's just for God
Let's
to
protect ourselves.
give us direction and for we to be able to obey
The instruction.
what the Holy Spirit is leading us on. But my calling this morning is just to make sure I break in as a first-time caller today. And
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
show
Right.
my profound appreciation towards what you guys are doing.
Thank
It's
you very
good
much.
and, like,
Thank you. Thank you, Adiola. Right.
So thank you so much, Adiola. I'd referred this person to get an apartment. This person is a religious leader, right? I'm trying to expand the minds of the audience now. And guess what this person did? It was time for reference. This person forged my name, forged my address, forged my signature, and I didn't know about it. A year after that, when his rent was due, but it was badly behaved. And so they called me and said, did you not sign this? I said, I don't remember signing it. Please send a picture. And when they sent it, it was that was when I knew that more religious leaders get levels, right? And so that was my experience for deciding against referring for people. Because may we not refer, you are the only one you can trust, really. But the system requires that somebody at the end of the day vouches for you. So how do we balance this conversation?
Before you go to balancing the conversation, I also want to point out, this. I want to admonish people to have integrity, because if somebody is coming to you to say, I can do this job at a lesser amount, and that was not the person you hired, you should have that integrity to say that, no, it wasn't you that I hired. Because it never ends well. It never ends well because a lot of times you will be defrauded and you cannot complain.
Maybe scam.
Exactly. And there's nobody to report to, because that was what the person that was supposed to do the job in the first instance. And most of these people that get defrauded too, they say, hey, 419, they've collected my money, this is that. By the time you read through the story, you would find out that they were trying to cut the corners because they did not want to pay
the full amount.
Professionals that could have done the job. So we as individuals, we also have to tell ourselves that we have to uphold them integrity. And for references, I have also stopped referring people, because when you have a corporate account, and somebody else wants to open another corporate account, they will tell you, okay, can you refer this? Before, I didn't used to think about it. I just, you're my person now. And then someone just opened my mind to that. If this person commits fraud, it is you that they are coming to carry. So since then, I have stopped referring anybody. I have, but I am done with I cannot refer anybody for this month.
Unfortunately.
I have, exceeded my limits. That's it. Because I have to protect my head. I don't even know if they have limits, but that's the line that I use.
Exactly. Interesting. Now, to talk about balancing this whole situation, because one way or the other, here and there, we need referrals. So even on certain social media platforms, they would ask you to have some persons refer you or just endorse you, so to speak. And that is where I would ask that, like we have mentioned, have some level of integrity as a human. First of all, we are humans, right? Have that level of integrity, because where you don't, it will come back to haunt you.
It comes back.
That's the truth. It comes back to haunt you, no matter what you try to do.
Absolutely.
Be a good person. It takes... Yes, it takes a lot in our society now to maintain that status quo of being a good person. But for your own sake, be a good person. It's very important. And even for your generation, people might just want to help you, help your children because of what you did
for them.
For them. Let's get that point. Then the matter of helping people as you rise. Nobody is saying don't give information. That's what we are saying. Help people where you can. But we are saying that these mindsets abound, but the truth is you cannot change it. Do your best.
And leave the rest.
And leave the rest. Do your best.
Best your convenience.
Do not try to usurp people's opportunities. It could haunt you, especially if that is not your path. The truth is, each and every one of us have our touch, our imprint on things. Even twins have different imprints fingerprint as it is, our imprint on issues differ.
Absolutely.
So because we are all on this table, how we handle issues differ.
Yeah.
Do not have a scarcity mindset. The world is a big place. Opportunities
Universe is
abound.
big, baby.
You will always get that opportunity that is meant for you. That's the truth. Do not leave a bad legacy for your generation. A lot of people are suffering for what their parents did. You don't want to be that person who will put your children in that line. It's not good.
They should also
That's the
develop
bottom thing we're
themselves.
saying. Develop yourself. If you know you have innate skills, develop it. It can be of benefit to you one way or the other. That's the truth. You can even help that person that had the opportunity you mentioned earlier. Let's do this thing together.
Yes.
Collaboration is the new currency.
Exactly.
Actually, collaboration is the new currency.
They want to already cut out for them.
Yeah.
So they just come in and just, just swoop in. Then also, let's add this. People need to learn to begin to create opportunities for themselves.
Right.
The social media is available. When I see people just go there, dance and move, I'm like, you have skills. Sit and talk.
Some people are making money from that dance,
From
actually.
that,
And ring
that
your bell.
opportunity can come to you while you're just sitting down, ranting on social media.
Use whatever platform
Rant your
you
skills
have
there.
to make the best out of it. That is where we are going to wrap up this conversation.